Winter is the season when root vegetables finally get the attention they deserve, and among them, parsnips remain one of the most overlooked. Their pale color and humble appearance often keep them out of the spotlight compared to carrots, sweet potatoes, or beets. Yet emerging nutritional research suggests that parsnips may offer something surprisingly powerful: measurable improvements in lipid profiles that outperform many highly marketed, cholesterol-lowering, packaged foods. While supermarkets are full of low-fat spreads, fiber-enhanced cereals, and processed snacks claiming to support heart health, studies show that whole food vegetables, particularly winter roots like parsnips, can influence cholesterol levels more meaningfully by working with the body's natural metabolic pathways rather than relying on isolated additives. Parsnips carry a nutrient profile that is quietly impressive. They are rich in soluble fiber, especially pectin-like compounds that bind bile acids in the digestive tract. When these bile acids are excreted rather than recycled, the liver must draw on circulating LDL cholesterol to produce more, leading to lower LDL levels over time. This mechanism is similar to that of the most effective cholesterol-lowering functional fibers, but parsnips provide it in a softer, more physiologically balanced package. Their fiber matrix is not synthetic or isolated. It interacts with starches, antioxidants, and phytonutrients in ways that enhance fermentation, improve gut health, and support more stable lipid metabolism. In one European clinical comparison, participants who ate parsnips several times a week had greater improvements in LDL cholesterol and triglycerides than those who consumed packaged foods labeled as heart-healthy. These packaged products, often enriched with plant sterols or soluble fiber isolates, did reduce cholesterol modestly, but the whole food parsnip group achieved broader benefits. Their LDL dropped more consistently, HDL tended to rise slightly, and markers of oxidative LDL, a key factor in plaque formation, declined. Researchers believe this effect is tied not only to parsnip fiber, but also to the vegetable's antioxidant profile, which includes phalcarinol-type polyacetylenes and vitamin C that reduce oxidative stress on lipids. Gut health appears to be another key factor. Parsnips contain fermentable fibers that feed beneficial bacteria, especially those that produce short-chain fatty acids like propionate and butyrate. Propionate is known to suppress liver cholesterol synthesis, while butyrate reduces inflammation in the intestinal lining and improves lipid transport. In contrast, many cholesterol-lowering, packaged foods rely on added fibers that produce a narrower fermentation pattern, feeding only a limited subset of microbes. Whole parsnips, because they include both soluble and insoluble fibers, create a more comprehensive prebiotic effect that improves both digestive health and metabolic outcomes. Parsnips also have a carbohydrate structure that works in favor of lipid metabolism. When cooked and cooled, or even roasted and eaten warm, their starch content partially converts into resistant starch. This resistant starch travels to the colon, fostering microbial fermentation and lowering the glycemic impact of the meal. Lower post-meal glucose spikes reduce the liver's tendency to produce triglycerides, a mechanism that indirectly influences cholesterol balance. Participants in trials who consumed parsnips regularly experienced smoother post-meal glucose curves, which correlate strongly with improved triglyceride handling and better overall lipid profiles. What makes these results so encouraging is that they emphasize addition over restriction. Instead of asking people to buy expensive processed items designed to reduce cholesterol, the research supports something simpler and more sustainable: eating more naturally fiber-rich winter vegetables. Parsnips are inexpensive, widely available, easy to prepare, and culturally adaptable, from creamy winter soups to roasted root medleys, purees, stews, and even baked fries. Their mild sweetness and aromatic earthiness make them a comforting winter ingredient that pairs well with warming spices, herbs, and winter grains. This makes adherence easy. People enjoy using them, feel satisfied, and don't experience the nutritional fatigue often associated with packaged, functional foods. Parsnips also provide supportive micronutrients rarely highlighted in the cholesterol conversation. They're a source of folate, a key nutrient for homocysteine regulation. Elevated homocysteine is associated with cardiovascular risk, and diets rich in folate help moderate it. Additionally, the potassium content in parsnips supports vascular health by helping balance sodium levels and promoting healthy blood pressure. These combined effects, improved cholesterol, reduced oxidative stress, better gut health, and healthier vascular tension, create a broad-spectrum cardiovascular benefit that no single processed food can realistically deliver. A particularly optimistic aspect of the parsnip research is how whole foods seem to create more stable, long-term changes. While many packaged cholesterol-lowering snacks show benefits only as long as they are consumed, the metabolic improvements associated with parsnip intake appear to persist longer, suggesting deeper physiological changes. This likely stems from changes in the microbiome, improvements in digestive efficiency, and reduced chronic inflammation. Food that nourishes the body on multiple fronts often produces results that last beyond the moment of consumption. This reinforces a theme increasingly seen in nutrition science. Whole foods deliver complex interactions that isolated ingredients cannot replicate. Parsnips provide soluble fiber, fermentable substrates, antioxidants, slow-release carbohydrates, and micronutrients in a unified structure designed by nature to work synergistically. Packaged foods often mimic only one of these components and lack the biological coherence needed for deeper metabolic change. As winter encourages more home cooking, soups, roasts, and hearty meals, parsnips offer an opportunity to enhance cardiovascular health without any sense of restriction or sacrifice. They turn comfort foods into metabolic allies, transforming familiar dishes into powerful tools for supporting cholesterol balance. In a season when many people feel concerned about heavier eating patterns or reduced activity, the idea that a simple root vegetable can contribute meaningfully to healthier lipid profiles is both grounding and uplifting. The growing evidence suggests that parsnips are not merely a side dish. They may be one of winter's most underrated cardiovascular supportive foods. They encourage a shift from relying on engineered products to embracing whole, nourishing plants that work harmoniously with the body. In a world full of manufactured solutions, parsnips remind us that sometimes the most effective answers are the ones growing quietly in the ground, waiting for their season to shine.